So ladies, in this formatting lesson, I want to show you the headers and footers for the book you are busy formatting. So you'll see I'm busy working in this one, and then on your cover page, your copyright page, your table of contents, and your forward pages, you do not have headers. We also do not add any footers to the books. Your headers only start after your chapters start, and your first page of a chapter does not have any headers. Then I just want to show you, if you have two pages open next to each other, you'll see on the one side you will have the book name, and on the other side you're going to have the chapter number and the chapter name. So in this case, on all the even pages, you will have the book name, and all the uneven pages, you will have the chapter number and the chapter name. So if you go down to the next chapter, you'll see no header here, the first page, and then again on your even page, you have the chapter or the book name, and then your chapter number and chapter name. So if we click, just going to scroll up to chapter 1. So if I click in the header space area, just want to scroll down, it jumped. Okay. If you click on your first page for your new chapter, just make sure when you are in your header and footer menu that a different first page is selected. If it is selected, you shouldn't have a header there. Then you're going to scroll down, you're going to put your book name in here, and you're going to put your chapter number and your chapter name where indicated. And then I'm going to scroll down again, just make sure it's fine. And then for chapter 2, I just want to click here again, and it's a different first page. So that's correct. I'm just going to close it. What sometimes happens, especially with the chapter number and the chapter name, is that when you change the chapter name and number in, say, for example, chapter 2, it overwrites chapter 1's header. So you must always make sure, if on your chapter number header, like this one, you must always make sure that it is not linked to previous. So if that is selected, linked to previous, your headers will continue overwriting overwriting each other. So make sure that link to previous is switched off. Then when you go to the book name, in this case, it's also switched off. And then chapter 3, I just want to go there. It's also turned off here, and then it's also turned off here. So I just want to show you. Let's say, for example, I select chapter 2's header. If I link it, just say yes. Let's see what's going to happen now. So I'm going to have chapter 2, but my header is going to show chapter 1's number and name. So I'm just going to click it again. Make sure I'm in chapter 2. So just switch it off, and then I can change it to chapter 2, much more in return. Okay. So now I can also move this a little bit so it's more in the center of your line. And then I'm going to close it. Okay, now it should be fine. So I have chapter 2, and now my header shows that 2 much more in return. And for chapter 1, it's still fine. What can also happen sometimes is that you'll see something like this, where the line goes over to the next line. This is normally when you have too many characters in your line. So what you can do is just click somewhere on the line and go back, backspace, backspace, and then also here, backspace, backspace. And then at some point it will move the line back. Okay, so now I'm just going to move it to the center again. Okay, like that. Okay, so now it looks better. I'm going to close my headers and footers. Then the last thing to look for with your headers and footers is that you'll see there is like a space between my header and where my first paragraph starts. The same here. So this must be the same for all my pages. We want that spacing between the header and the start of your chapter. You'll also see if you have your lines in a line here, your first sentence must also be approximately in line. So if you don't have that spacing and you just double click on it, then just go to the end of your header and just enter so you get the spacing. But in this case, your space is too big, so I'm going to go to home and I'm just going to remove the space. Okay, I'm just going to check here. Remove space after paragraph. Okay, so we just wanted the line spacing to be like this. No extra space above or below. And that's about what to look for with your headers. So please go through your book, check all your headers, and if you have any problems, please let us know and we'll also share more lessons about headers in this post.